Very good evening. Before I begin with my lesson, from page number 16 I have to start, The Lost Spring, right? I'll be starting from page number 16, first paragraph. But before that, please write down the syllabus for the next coming exams, the periodicals. It is the last lesson and Lost Spring. Last lesson and Lost Spring. This is from this book, Flamingo. Okay. And from your supplementary reader, it is the third level. You have to do the third level. Okay. And poems you have to do that My Mother is 66 and an elementary school classroom in a slum. Okay. So this is the course for 12th exam periodical, which are beginning from 3rd of September. Right? Okay. Now we start with, you remember who's the hero of the story? Sahib, right? Sahib comes from Dhaka and they are residing in Simapuri, the periphery of Delhi. Okay, so let's start with the lesson. I sometimes find a rupee, even a 10 rupee note, Sahib says, his eyes lighting up. When you can find a silver coin in a heap of garbage, you don't stop scrounging, for there is hope of finding more. It seems that for children, garbage has a meaning different from what it means to their parents. For the children, it is a wrapped in wonder. For the elders, it is the means of survival. Now, they are the rag pickers, right? Kachra binne wale. Now, so the parents, for them, the garbage is source of income. They find some things, the plastic, some iron, some metal things, and they separate it and go and sell it in the market, and they get money with that. That is their way of earning money, right? But for children, it is just like a heap of gold. That heap of garbage means gold to them. Why? Because sometimes when they scrounge, when they find it out, they sometimes find a 10 rupee note or a coin, anything. So these children, they are happy with that only. So he says, for us, it is a heap of gold. One winter morning, I see Sahib standing by the fenced gate of the neighborhood club, watching two young men dressed in white playing tennis. So the author says that one day in the morning I saw Sahib. He was standing outside the club and peeping inside where two men were playing tennis. And he always loved to see that. I like the game, he says. He hums, content to watch it's standing behind the fence. If standing behind the fence, I am inside when no one is around. He says that I sometimes go inside also, but when people are not around, when the people in the club are, nobody is there, so that the gatekeeper lets him in. Okay, he admits the gatekeeper lets me use the swing. So he says that with the permission of the gatekeeper, I use the swing even. Okay. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes that look strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. Someone gave them to me, he says, on the manner of the explanation, the fact that they are discarded shoes of someone. He wears, he's also wearing the sports shoes, but they are discolored. Okay, somebody, some rich people, some children of rich people must have thrown it. Okay, and he has taken that and he is wearing with his clothes. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole in the dream come true. The author says if these people, the rag pickers, even get a shoe with a hole in it, they find it very nice. They're very happy with that also. It is a dream come true, but the game he is watching so intently is out of his reach. But the author says he must have got the shoes from somebody, but the game he was watching, tennis, everybody cannot enter the tennis club. Okay, you need to have the membership, but this boy cannot get the membership. This morning, Sahib is on his way to the milk booth. In his hand, a steel canister. I now work in a tea stall down the road. He says, pointing in the distance, I am paid 800 rupees and all my meals. Now the author says time must have passed by and now Sahib has grown up and he is working as a child labor. He's become a servant in the tea stall where he's getting meals, okay, all the meals he was getting, and plus 800 rupees his salary also he was getting. Does he like the job? I ask. The author asks him, do you like the job? Because earlier he was master of his own wishes. But now he is not the master. He has to pick up the canister, जिसमें दूध होता है, right? Canister, he has to pick it up and get the milk for the tea stall. Does he like the job? I ask. His face, I see, had lost the carefree look. Now he has become little matured, He's earning money, so he has become little matured. The steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. The bag was his. The canister belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master. So now Sahib is not the master of his own wishes. He has to work for somebody. He has to pick up the canister and go. Earlier he had only a plastic bag in his hand where he used to carry the rags. Okay, he belongs to a family of rag pickers. So, but now he has changed his profession. He is working in a tea stall and he is not the master of his own wishes. Here the first case ends of Sahib. I hope you could understand it. Now in the next video I'll start with the second one. Okay, thank you.